Hello friends, welcome to FreeCAD tutorial, and in this tutorial we will model this part. And you can see that I have already created this part by reading the orthographic views of this part. And if you see the isometric view, so you can see that our FreeCAD model is matching with a reference isometric view of our drawing. So this is a very interesting model for the pro user, how to create such type of a complex part in a FreeCAD. And this part having the lots of features which enhance your the confidence of modeling such type of a part in FreeCAD. And I'm very very excited to see that FreeCAD is capable to model the part like other proprietary advanced software can do, like SolidWorks, Autodesk Inventor. And you can see that how FreeCAD can create such type of a complex model. And it is a very beneficial for the small scale industry, those who cannot afford the costly licenses of proprietary softwares. And they can reduce their overall project and operation cost for to replace their proprietary softwares and switch on the FreeCAD. I'm not saying that the FreeCAD is very stable. There are the lots of bugs which are the developers are working, as it is a FreeCAD 1.0 which is the official release. And when the upcoming release of a FreeCAD will come, then we will see the more interesting features inside of the FreeCAD. So for this tutorial I am using the FreeCAD version 1.0. so you must have at least 1.0 or higher version of a FreeCAD. So now we will close this file, and I will show you from the scratch how you can step by step read the dimensions, because reading a dimensions is also an art. It's require the lots of practice to read the dimensions. And if you are very good in a reading dimensions, then you can create a 3D model like this technical manufacturing part in a less span of a time. So I will not only create this model, and I will also explain you how to read the dimensions. So let's start by closing this file. So let's close it, and I will show you from the scratch. If you want to learn FreeCAD from the scratch, then you can buy my complete FreeCAD course from zero to expert. This course also available on Udemy, but problem is that Udemy only give me the 37% of a course selling. You can see here user had paid $15, but I have only got $5. So after minus of taxes, I get the pennies on each course selling. If you wanted to see the review of my course, you can go to the Udemy and search for the FreeCAD, and you will see my course, complete FreeCAD course from zero to expert. And this course is took by the more than 2000 students, and I have got the rating of a 4.1. For the demo lectures, you can expand it and see the demo lectures and the course structure. But I will request you, if you found my course interesting and the reviews of the other student on Udemy, then I would request you to buy my course from the my coffee shops, because if you buy from here, it will help me a lot. So once you buy my course, you will be redirected to the Google Drive, and here is the my course, complete FreeCAD course from zero to expert. Go inside, and the sections I have shown you on my Ko-Fi shop page. So exactly same lectures under the section is created. For example, section 1 is introductions to FreeCAD 1.0 and what is new in FreeCAD 1.0. So if we go to the section 1, so there are the 18 lectures, and if you go inside of the sections 1, you will find the 18 lecture total. And once you go to the lecture 1, you will find a video file which you can download to your system, and you can watch it. And this course is updated on a equal interval of a time once the new features is came, and once you purchase the course, you have the lifetime access to the course. And in the case of any doubt, any query, you can mail me at admin@mechnexus.com. At the end you will find one video which is a promotional video. You can watch the video and take the whole overview of the course. You can also explore my shop where you can download the tutorial source file and some interesting projects on FreeCAD. You can find my course link on my YouTube channel. You can see the course link, and you can also find my Ko-Fi course page link on pin comments and video descriptions. So buy my course and keep supporting my FreeCAD works. Your small course purchase will help me to grow this channel, and it will also motivate me to create more awesome content on FreeCAD. So please check out my course on FreeCAD from zero to expert. And now we will come back to our tutorial. So here I have created a new file, and I will insert my body and on my origin plane. So now if we see our part orientation, so we can see that this part is symmetric with a mid plane. So we will select this front plane and create our base sketch. And now we will off the origin plane, and we will move to our orthographic view. So now if you see here, there is a radius of 240. So first thing which we will do, we will create a circle and select a smart dimension, and we will provide the diameter which is of twice of the radius, 480. So now we will make this as a construction, because we are going to create our this geometry on this construction circle. So first thing I will do, I will select a 3-point arc and create one arc. Now this arc is equal to the our construction one, and now we will create one more 3-point arc. And if you see here, so there is a thickness of 9 mm is given. So we will select a smart dimension and give the a rough dimension. And now first thing we will do is to provide the coincident relation. And now this is of a 240, and here is a thickness of a 9 mm is given, so this radius will be the 249. So we will edit it and provide the 249. And now here we will create one approximate profile. So for this we will use the polyline tool and create a rough profile. And now let's select it and provide the horizontal dimension, and this also make it horizontal. And now let's make this as a vertical. So now here if you see, so basically we are creating this portion, and now let's constrain it. So if you see here, so from the origin to this top point dimension is a 173 is given. So we will select this and provide dimension of 173, and here is a thickness of a 16 mm, so provide the 16 mm. And now let's constrain it to the bottom side, so let's provide these dimensions 20 mm. And now here we will create a fillet, so let's move. Now if we see our drawing, so here is a R5 is given. So first we will select a fillet tool and provide the fillet, and select a smart dimension and provide it a R5. And now let's constrain the other sketches. So if you see here, here is a open loop, so we will select a line tool and create a line and make it vertical. And now if you see here in our drawing, so we can imagine that this axis, or if we draw the line, it will match here, which means that we will provide a coincidence constraint with this axis. And now if we see here, so this is the unconstrained. So let's select a smart dimension, select this point and this axis, and provide it a 256. Why 256? Because this dimension is given and this edge is on the axis. And now let's see what is the unconstrained. So here are the points. Let's select it and delete it. So you can see that our sketch is fully constrained. And now we will extrude it to the distance of 200 mm, which we can see here. Now let's close it and make it fit all, and let's also place it to the isometric view. So here if we compare with a isometric view, so basically we have created this profile, and now we will extrude it to the distance of 200 mm, but we will make it symmetric to the plane. So select the sketch and click on the pad, and here provide the 200 mm, and at the same times make it symmetric to the plane. And now we will create a datum plane to create this feature. So for this we will select this face and click on the datum plane and create a datum plane at a distance of 70 from the Z direction. So you can see that this is going outside of a body, so we will simply provide the minus symbol so that it will get reverse. So now let's check the validity of this plane. So if we see here, so here it is a 140 mm is given and it is from the mid plane. So we will redefine our plane. We will go to the attachment editor and we will delete it and go to the model tab and on the origin. And now here we will define the 70 mm from the mid plane. And now here let's remove this minus sign. So here nothing is wrong. You can also take this face for the datum plane, but it is not a right practice. When you are creating a datum plane, then also always provide the reference from the main datum plane of our part, because whatever you are going to model the inside, this origin planes will be remain as it is. So if you want to provide the datum plane from the face, then you have to subtract the distance, like 200 minus 140, and then 30 mm you can provide it. Now let's move to the datum plane and select references exit and 70 and say OK. So our datum plane is created, and we will off the origin plane and we will right click it and recompute it. There is a simple shortcut for this. Go to the edit and there is a refresh option, and shortcut is also F5, so you can use the both. Now let's create our sketch, and if you see the isometric view, so now the datum plane which we have created, now we will create this profile. So select the datum plane and click on the sketch, and for the better visibility we will off this datum plane. Now our first job is to project this edges. So it is very simple. Click on the project geometry, project this edge, and this edge. Now you are not seeing the projected geometry, so better to we will switch to the wireframe, and if you rotate it you can see that it is created. Now we will create our geometry on this construction one. Now let's select line tool. First create a line by joining this point and this point, and then we will use the 3-point arc. Select this and this, and here we will select this and this, and add a tangent. And now we will create one arc, so we will select a 3-point arc, select this and this, and select this and this, and add a tangent. And now if we see our front view, so here is a radius of R15 is given, but first we will create this vertical line and this horizontal line. So we will select a line tool and create a rough profile. And now we will select this point and this axis and add a coincidence constraint, and from the origin it is a 284, so select smart dimension and constrain this point to the distance of 284. And now we will select this point and this point and provide it a 30, because this radius is a R15, so diameter will be 30. And now I will simply select this point and go here and provide the horizontal constraint. Now we can create an arc which will be tangent to this edge and this edge. So select the arc tool and make it a tangent. So now if you see here, our sketch is fully constrained, and we will come out of it, and let's switch to the flat line for better visibility. So here if you see, this profile is not closed, so we will again go to the sketch. This happens because this axis is there, so I missed that it is open. So it is very simple, just create a line and select this point and this point. So now come out of it, so we have a fully closed profile. And now select the sketch, click on the pad, and here if you see, we have created our plane here, so material direction will be on other side. So we will click and we will say reverse and provide the thickness of 16 mm. So to cross check it, we can on the origin plane and switch to the top view, so we can see that this part is within the limit of this datum plane. Now switch to the isometric view. Now we will provide the fillet. So if we see here, the diameter is of 50 is given, so we will provide a radius of 50 mm. So select the edge and click on the fillet, and this is of diameter 50, so provide the radius 25 and say OK. And now as in a isometric view, we can see that this feature is the same on the other side, so we will simply mirror it. So first we will press the control key, press the pad and then fillet, and click on the mirror. And now you can see that FreeCAD took this YZ reference, which is wrong. We have to define along the exit. So we will go here and click on the select reference and select it and say OK. So you can see that this feature is mirror on the other side with fillet. And now let's create one more datum plane. This datum plane will be on this face, so we will select it, and datum plane we will define the distance 9 mm, say OK, and we will create our next sketch on this datum plane. So here we will rebuild our datum plane and select the datum plane and click on the sketch. And now here we will hide it, and we will simply project this radius which we have created in last step. So when we project it, we get a center, so we will click on the circle and create a circle, and here I will simply select this and this and add a coincidence. And let's come out of the sketch, and we will create the pad which will be go from here and come outside of the our second pad feature. So how to do this? Select the model, select the sketch, and click on the pad, and here we will click on the reverse. So you can see that it got reverse, but here our aim is to go to the face, and we will select this face, and at the same time we will define the face to offset. So we can see that this is a 200 and this is a 140, and here is a 21, which means that this is to this is of 30, and this is the 21, which means that this is the 9 mm. So here is a offset, we will provide the 9 mm. So you can see that how you can use the up to face with a face to offset. And now click OK. And now on the same datum plane here we will create the sketch, which is the this one. So we will select the datum plane and click on the sketch. Now we will select the plane and click on the sketch, and here is the profile which we want to create. So let's hide the datum plane, and here we will click on the project geometry and project this outer radius and project this horizontal edge. And now I will select a rectangle, and I will create a rough rectangle, and I will delete it. Now I will select this point and this arc and add a coincidence. Select this point and this arc and add a coincidence. And now here is a 30 mm dimension, so I will give it a 30. And now you can see that it is got constraint. So let's press Ctrl Z, and it is got constrained to the midpoint. So we will go here and let's delete it, delete it, delete it. Now we will click on project geometry and project this radius and this horizontal edge, and we will switch to the wireframe, and we will create a rectangle, and we will delete this line, and here we will use the trim tool, so trim the extra geometry. And now let's constrain the position, select a smart dimension, and provide this 30 mm, and we will also project this horizontal edge, select a smart dimension, and provide 140, and move it, and now select the 3-point arc, select this and this, and here we will select this and this, and made it equal. So our sketch is fully constrained. We will come out of it, and now let's switch to the flat lines, and now we will extrude it. Select the sketch, click on the pad, and here we will provide the length of a 24 mm. First select up to face and select this face, and here offset 24. So you can see that it is created as we can see on our drawing, and we will say OK. And now if we see the isometric view, this feature is same on the other sides. So we will select the pad, click on the mirror, and select it, and select this exit plane, and click on the mid plane to mirror it. And now we will create this hole. So for this we will select the face and click on the sketch. We will click on the project geometry, select the circle, and here provide the diameter 30, click on close, select the sketch, and we will create it with a hole feature. So click on the hole wizard, and if we see our drawing, so here is a drill of 30 mm. So here diameter I will provide 30, and I will put in conditions true all and say OK. Now press 0 for isometric view, and now we will create this cut. So for this we will select the face and click on the sketch, and now we will create a rectangle, and then we will create a line, and now I will use the trim options to trim it, and now I will delete this line, and I will create a 3-point arc which will coincident with the center, So let's create a rough 3-point arc, and first let's merge the center, say coincidence, and here we will also delete this line, and now I will make this and this coincidence, this and this coincidence. And now let's constrain the dimensions. Select a smart dimension, say 60, and move it, and we will project this edge. Click on the project geometry and select a smart dimension, and provide the dimension 15 mm, and provide the horizontal dimension of a 20. And now let's constrain this radius. So this is of a 264, and let's move the dimensions so that you can clearly see it. And now here 264 is a addition of 15 mm to this radius. Say close, and now we will create a cut which will be the through all. Select the sketch, click on the cut, and from here say it through all, say OK. Now we will provide the R5 fillet. So click on the fillet, give the value 5 mm, and select it, select it, select it, and select it. Select this edge, select it, select it, and select it. So all the edges is selected which are added here. If you want to remove any edges, you can simply click on remove option, and we will say OK. So you can see that fillet is created. Now move to the next feature. Next feature is to create this cut. So we will place our model to the isometric view, and we will select this face and click on the sketch, and let's create a rectangle. And now let's provide the dimension. Select a smart dimension, and give it 85, and let's also project this edge. Select a smart dimension, select this and this, and provide it a 55, and the cut depth is of 5 mm, which you can see here. Now click on close, and now we will make it a through all cut. So select it, and from here say it through all, say OK. And now we will provide the fillet as a depth is of a 5 mm. So if we provide the exact fillet of a 5 mm, FreeCAD will not take. So we will select the fillet and select it, select this edge. So here you can see that by mistake face is got selected, so we will simply remove it and select the edge. Now select the other two edges, this one and this one. So now here if I give the 5 mm fillet, it will fail because this is a bug of a FreeCAD. So we will provide the fillet 4.99 and say OK. So you can see that a fillet is created. So why it was not taking 5 mm? Because these two edges will be get merged, therefore we have given 4.999, which is a very close to the 5 mm. So now let's move to the next step. In the next step, if you see our isometric view, so there are the fillet. So we will provide the fillet to the four corners, here, here and here. So let's select a fillet, and here we will set the value 5 mm, and let's select the edges. Here face is got selected, remove it. So when you are facing a problem in selection, then zoom it and then select it. Same way on the other side, zoom and then select. Let's select on the other side, and also keep in point that the edges you are selecting, it must be get added here. Now select this edge and select this edge, select this edge, select this edge, and just cross check by rotating the model that all edges are selected. Now say OK. So you can see that fillet is created with respect to our model. And now if some fillet which you cannot see here, you can add it. Now we will create this hole. So select the face and click on the sketch, and it is very simple to create, whose detail is given here. So first thing which we will do is to project this vertical edge and select the circle and give it a 15 mm, and from the position to this point and provide the 15 mm, and from this edge to the center position is of 15 mm. Let's make it a 15 because here is a 30 given, so this is under the center of this 30. And now we will close it, and now select the sketch, click on the cut, or you can also use the hole wizard tool. Let's say through all, say OK. And now let's move to our isometric view. We can see the cut here, whose detail we can see here. So for this we will press our model to the isometric view, and here we will on our origin plane, and we will select this top plane and click on the sketch, and here we will switch to the wireframe view and hide the origin plane. Now here I will select a rectangle, and here we will provide the dimensions which we can see here. So first we will make it symmetric, so click on the symmetricity and select this point and this axis, and now select a smart dimension and give the dimension. So here if you see, so this is the 80 mm, so provide the 80 mm dimension, and this is of a 35, so provide it 35, and here there is a fillet of R5, so we will create inside the sketch. Click on the fillet, select this and this edge, similarly this and this edge, and here I will select a smart dimension, say 5 mm, and click it equal. Now let's come out of the sketch and let's switch to the flat lines and select the sketch and click on the cut, and from here say it through all. So we are not seeing the cut here, so we will reverse the direction. So you can see that cut is created. Now say OK. Now let's move to the next feature. So if we see the top view and side view, so we can see here the hidden lines, which means that there is a cut. So we will switch our model to the isometric view and we will rotate our model and create a sketch, and here I will rotate my model to the right orientation, which is the left one, and now here I will project these horizontal edges. So click on the project this and this, and select a rectangle, and now we will make it symmetric. Select this and this and this axis, and select a smart dimension and give it 92, and provide the position from this edge, and click on close and select the sketch, click on the cut and provide the cut depth of 4 mm. Let's give here 4 mm value, say OK, and now let's provide the fillet. So if you see here there is a fillet, so we will click on the fillet tool, select this and this, and here we will provide the fillet of 4 mm. Let's see. So fillet is created, and now move our model to the isometric view. So now if you see our isometric view, so there is a cut. So we will select the face and click on the sketch, and here I will click on the project geometry and select a rectangle tool, and here we will project this edge, because if we go to the our view, this and this line are the collinear. Select this and this and press the horizontal constraint, and now we will select the sketch, click on the pocket and let's wait, because this model is heavy, so some of the operation might take time, so have the patience and say OK. And now there is a fillet of R15, Now we will press Ctrl key and select this to edge and directly click on the fillet, and provide the R15 fillet, and say OK. And now let's see the next operation. So if we see our isometric view, so it is approximately matching, and we will also provide the color to make it a perfect. And there are some minor things which you can do, like providing the fillet of R5 to these edges. So let's also do it, and then we will apply the color. So here I have selected the fillet tool, and I will select here and select these edges, select this one, and this one and this one, and provide here 5 mm. Say OK. So this completes our model. So let's see our model in a isometric view. Now you can see that our model is completely matching with our reference drawing, and this is not only the end, we will provide the color as well. And there are the some fillets which I am not going to give it because tutorial will be too lengthy. So you can provide the fillet like I have provided here. And now let's give the color. To give the color, select the body and go to the appearances. In appearances section, scroll down, and here you will see the option of a current appearances. Click on it, and here we will select the red color, and we will drag our color to match with our reference one. So I think that this is the good color, and we will say OK. So you can see that color is applied, but at the same times we can see that this and this faces having the different color. So there is also method to do this. So for this there is a feature in a part workbench which is known as a face feature. So if we click on the any face, so this tool get highlighted. So let's select this face and activate it, and now here we will select the face. So once you select the face, this is the face number 100 which is got added here. And now press the control key and select the faces which you want to add. So as you can see that I am adding the faces, and this is going to be added here: 100, 85, 32, 43, 73. And let's select this surface and this surface. And now go to the custom appearances, and instead of a red we will give here white color. Click on the close. So now our FreeCAD model is an exact replica of our reference one. So this is all about this tutorial, how you can model this complex part, and this part is a very good example for the pro user of a FreeCAD, those who wanted to create a complex model with the help of a FreeCAD part design workbench. And the beauty of a FreeCAD is that you can use the multiple workbenches to create a part. For example, we have created a part in a part design workbench, but for giving the colors we have used the part workbench. So that is the benefit, that you can use the multiple tools of multiple workbenches to make your awesome parts. So this is all about this tutorial. Thank you for watching and thank you for your valuable time.